I'm live. Okay. Okay. Look, there's the little message pop up on the screen. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I am Kat. This is Chat with Kat and Friends. And tonight is just like every other night. Awesome, and wonderful guests. I have the wonderful and dynamic Tomeca Parks with us tonight. But before we get into that, and I'm so excited that she's here, but before we get into that, just want to give a shout out to all the graduates. It is graduation season, and just wanted to shout out and congratulate everyone who is graduating now from college, high school, my going to middle schooler Hope is graduating on this year, and every one of you who are, succeeding and knocking those goals down, hitting your milestones. And if you haven't, keep on going. Keep on going. Every day is new. Hey, good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Every day is new. Every moment is new. Every hour is new. Do it. Do it. Whatever you kind of slighted yourself in or whatever, and things happen, life happens, we happen to ourselves. Look, today I made a bunch of posts about good afternoon, good evening. Peggy, you got me saying afternoon. A bunch of posts about Monday. It's just something about Monday, and that is a real thing, you guys. That's a real thing, and it may be more real for some than for others, but I know it was something that had plagued me for some years, right? And I'm just now getting out of the headspace of Monday. And oh my gosh, I heard this wonderful message. Well, some of it, I didn't even hear the whole thing, by Sarah Jakes Roberts. She rocked it, talking about Monday. You can't have that day. You can't have any day. All of that Monday blues and blahs and all of that, you know what? And it definitely is a state of mind. So rising up out of that happy and blessed Monday. I pray that you're having an awesome and wonderful, fantastic evening. Yes, good evening. Peggy is on. I thank everyone who is joining us, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much. Subscribe to smash that subscribe button and share. Get the notifications for Chat with Kat and Friends, because there are some pop-up videos. I do videos every now and then and post them upload them to the channel. And I'm going to get better with that. I'm going to get better with that. You guys bear with me. This is not a very easy thing. It really is not. I love it. I love sitting with you guys. I love reaching out and inspiring, and that's the easy part. It's the other stuff. It's the other stuff. And I don't even know if I could put it in the correct words or what have you, but it's all the other stuff where you have to have great confidence and you have to exude all of this other stuff as well. And some of that might just be, it might just be up here. There's a lot of that up here. So God is helping me peel back all of those false limitations and preventions that stop me, that stop you. So look, may you know and feel rest assured and guided by the light of the Lord, the man upstairs, whatever you call him, that you will get through whatever it is, even when it's yourself blocking and putting hindrances in your own path. But we're going to speak deliverance over each and every one of us. Y'all pray for me. I am definitely praying for you. So we're going to go ahead and press on with the interview, and I am just so glad and honored to sit before you guys on today to receive our guest on tonight. You guys give her I will look like we're live. Give her a round of applause, but post up your congratulations, your high fives and all of those things. Post them up for this awesome woman who was coming. She's been through quite a bit. Just this year alone, and she's still going by the grace of God, still having her faith resting in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So everybody, hey Doc, Hey Archie, love you, love you. Look, next month, look, I'm getting ready. Yeah, she's getting ready to come on. But in my excitement for receiving Mika, and I thank her so much for being with us on tonight. Next month, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm like bubbling. This morning I was bubbling with excitement. And nope, it's not like that all the time. But when I'm doing this, when I get to inspire, encourage, and all of those things, whether it's a child, an adult, a family situation, I love it. I welcome it, and that's what I love to do. But next month is Father's Day. I do have a Father's Day tribute, and man, I have some wonderful guys lined up for us next month, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited of what the strong men of valor, strong men of blessings, and all of those things wrapped up into one great big bundle, what they stand to bring to their families, to our community. Support Black businesses, you guys, because that raises up our communities as well. So, okay, pressing on. Tomeca Parks, we are going to welcome her right now. Thank you so much for joining us, Meek. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey, thank you for joining us. Look, I get wordy. I'm gonna try. I'll save some to the end. If you can believe there is more, I'll save some to the end. I want to bring you on. Thank you so much, Queen, for joining us on this evening. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you? I just want to
Awesome.
take this time before we start talking to thank you for having me. I am truly, truly honored. Um, and just the fact that you asked.
Look.
We always wonder what is it about us that people want to be able to hear from or whatever people need to say. I'm like, why me? So I was
Mhm.
definitely thrown, right? So, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, awesome. It is an honor. It's a true honor. And just like we had our short, long conversation of last week, and we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the nitty gritty of what you bring as a strong woman, as an intelligent woman, as a woman who stands in the gap and advocates for other women. This is what this wonderful queen brings to us, our community, her family, your family, everybody who can receive what she is saying, all of the experience, because you've been through so many things, Meek. And I just love your authenticity and your transparency in sharing with others and just connecting with others on a relative basis, without all the fluff. It's like, nope,
Right.
I went through that, and this is how it was for me, and there's
Right.
great respect for the trek and path that somebody else has been through. So that's what I want to start off talking about, is just your women and single mom advocacy, what you have going on, what you have brewing on the inside, because it's coming to fruition right now as we speak. We'll talk a little bit about your Facebook page, which I love, Women of Substance. But tell us how did it all start? How did it begin? And we're going to give some tips to women for just gaining strength and self-confidence and those kind of things. Just tell us where did it all come from? Why do you want to, why be an advocate? Why is this something that you've taken upon yourself to do?
First, because growing up for me personally, I had many, many strong women in my family. So, when you have all this power around you, a lot of times you try to figure out where you actually fit in,
All right.
so, and for me, starting this motherhood early
Mm-hmm.
and being a wife early, it was just, that's what I knew. I was married at 19, had my first child at 19. So
Mm-hmm.
all of this stuff started early. So trying to just get that down pat alone,
Right.
was put Tamika to the side. Like,
Mm-hmm.
who am I? Like, no, I got to get these roles, these hats together. So that's
Right.
exactly what I did. And of course, as as you go through your trials and your tribulations and your adversities through life, sometimes you shrink yourself because I know for myself, I always desired to go to college and be a part of a sorority and all those
Mm-hmm.
particular things. That's just something that
Okay.
I wanted to do because it was a line of women in my family, that went to college. I saw that and I was like, oh, I can do that. But again, time went on, life happened. That didn't happen. So with the different women that I have been around in church, school, friends, you just hear things. You hear them
Right.
talking. You hear them about parenting, single parenting, being a wife, being a single, all that I
Mm-hmm.
can relate to. Right. And I know for myself that I know even though I did not go to college and I didn't do the things that I desired that I wanted to do, that it's still something good within me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So as time went on, and I was like, I just really want to be able to encourage other women. And I was like, I was trying to come up with a name. I
Mm-hmm.
was at the salon with my god sister who does my hair, and I was like, I need a name. I need a name. And I couldn't figure it out. And then one day I was just like, Women of Substance. And because every one of us has something to offer, I don't care what you've been through or even what you haven't gone through yet.
Right.
So I know for me, I hear a lot of people like, girl, you know what? You have a whole lot to offer. You know what? People need to hear what you got to say. And I used to hear that, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, they want to hear what I got to say?
Right.
So and I was like, sometimes you got to sit back and receive what people are saying, right? And I believe sometimes that's just the humility in me. You know what I mean? I'm like, who am I? But God did a great thing, and I
Hey.
am proud of that. When I say women of substance, you know what? There's a lot of me that I can be able to share with other people, and I don't need a degree to do that. So that
Right.
was always my issue. Like, because what a fortunate thing is that a lot of my sister circle, everybody have degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to minimize myself because I didn't. They didn't. I did.
Right.
Which is something as women we should not do, because if you're in the right circle, you got people empowering you, receive it. You know what I'm saying? So receive what they're saying. Like, okay, I don't have the piece of paper to solidify my own greatness that I had.
Right.
As long as God has given me the breath in my body to do what I need to do, and I didn't go through the stuff that I went through just to keep it to myself. Oh no, I am not going to keep
Definitely.
this to myself. No, if I can be able to help, strengthen, empower, and then I've always had a good listening ear, and what you tell me is what you tell me. And if you want to talk to me, when you're talking to me, I'll say to you, do you want me to respond? Because
Right.
sometimes people don't talk to you to want you to respond. They just need to vent. But by
Absolutely.
nature, a lot of us we want to be able to repair and we want to solve.
Yes.
We can't always do that. We can't
Mm-hmm.
repair, we can't resolve. Some people just need to, if they talk it out long enough, they really solve their own problems a lot of times. Or they
Right.
just need to get it out. So that's why I started the Women of Substance group and invited different women in. And it's not just for me. I started the group, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we all have something to give. And I haven't been pouring in as much as I should, but it's all of our group.
Right.
You posting it. It's another Lily. She posts in the group. It's not Tomeca's group.
Right.
I just was the administrator of the group. But all of the beautiful queens that's a part of that group, it's something in you that you can share with all the other women. So if
Amen.
you can and if it's even through social media, like we ain't gotta see your face. You know how some people get shy. I don't want, like, you might have something that you might want to share that helped you, or you might have something in you and you like, you know what? Because the group is a no judgment zone.
Right.
Like, it's for authenticity, because we all have gone through something. None of us are perfect. So that's really the whole gist behind the Women of Substance page, is because we are women of substance. Like we got,
Wow.
sprinkle them season on all of us. Once you put all of us together more, we can make
Right.
a perfect, tasteful meal. So,
Right.
that's just all of us.
Look, I wanted you, what you say, and I pray that everybody is able. Kelly, we have Kelly Crawford is on. She's on my YouTube channel. Can you see the comments? Let
No.
me put it up. She said, "I like to join the group." So I'll get your information, Kelly. Because I will see the to see the YouTube post. And that's the thing. It's for everybody and anybody. And I love that the mindset, the intention is to let women know that no matter what you've been through, where you've come from, what background, what you don't have, because we do tend to and I'll just speak for myself. And a lot of times we think it's just us. Going through these thoughts and thinking, having misgivings about people and what they're saying, what they're thinking, and affected in so many ways. It affects you in so many ways. And just like you shared at the very beginning, those are known as strongholds. So pray, women. We're gonna pray one for another, that those things, that we can let go of all of those things and be who we are.
Exactly.
With this or without that. And God is helping me to see that what you have is what you have, and what they have is what they have. You're not without anything. He's like, you've got everything you're supposed to have, and as
Right.
we grow, and as we grow and mature and season and all of those great things, we'll experience and come upon these other things. But for now, whatever you have, whatever he's placed inside of you. And that's what I love about the group, and all of the postings and everything that do come out of it. And there's a young woman who comes on there and prays, and I believe she was coming on every day. That might be who you were just speaking of.
Yeah, I was.
Every day. Yes, she has her powerful prayer, and it's just awesome. And
Yes.
we're all so much better for one another, just sharing with one another and being there for one another, whether
Exactly.
it's virtual, whether it's social media, however, whatever the platform looks like. So thank you so much for starting it. Just like you said, it's not me. It's not all about me. I'm just the initiator, the administrator. But everybody who can, please do. If you want to, please do. So what about the because we spoke last week and you shared something about, what about relationships? Can you share with us about relationships, and like, how did you come to I'm going to use the word master. That might be, you might feel like, well, that's a little bit, but how did you and your kids, you have this wonderful relationship with your children, and they're not kids, but they're your children. They're grown men. They're grown men. How did you come about, this relationship that you have with them? Because there were different dynamics going on. So can you share with us that, just to, help someone along the path of, maybe they may be new to being a single mom, or maybe, they may be facing some things, and it's like, I don't know. And we don't always ask the questions. We kind of just sit back and take the punches, if you will,
Right. So the thing that you said before is that everybody always think they're the only one, because I thought the exact same thing. Knowing there was still mothers that was parenting by themselves to a certain degree. So for me, the good thing of it, and I have to say the great thing, not good thing, the great thing of it is that me and my children's father at the time, we laid down a strong foundation. That was the key. We laid down a strong foundation for our children. We both were in church. We both have received Christ, so the foundation was laid like for them. Now, the blessing is that even though we separated, the foundation was solid. So that's the key thing. Also, having a strong foundation that you both follow, whether you're not together or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I was sharing with you the other day, is that that's the other thing that comes with single parenting, that I really want to be able to even speak with single parents. Even if you're in my age, you're younger, when you're having these problems in your relationships, is think about, because first of all, we always think it's our fault for everything that we do. And we always want
Everything.
to know, what did we do, first of all, to become single. Everybody's situation is different, totally.
Right.
But majority of the time, and then we spend so much of our energy trying to allow the other parent to do what we want them to do when we want them to do it, when they're not taking care of their responsibility. It takes away from your number one goal. And that number one goal is feeding your child everything that they can to nurture them. Because don't believe for 1 second that your children are not taking in that
Right.
energy, and they can hear stuff. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that my children did not hear stuff. I would be lying to you.
Right.
My children heard us argue. We tried not to. Reality. They did. They are stars going back and forth. But I made up in my mind, because what I felt like as a young child I didn't get, as far as the relationship part. I I said on my life, when I have children, I am going to make sure that I was going to have a relationship with them. That was my ultimate goal. Of course, to stay married was too, but we're going to get one out of two right. And so that part of that, that part of making sure that I had a relationship with my sons was very important to me. And the crazy thing about it is that we get caught up when things are not right. And I made sure that I was in survival mode. I just made sure I tried to take care of my kids. I tried to keep an open line of communication. No, you gonna come talk to me. I don't want to hear that. How was school? Good. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna let you have that some days. But I had my day. Each one of my kids had their own night with me. We're gonna have a night and we're gonna talk. So that's what we did. I made sure I kept that line of communication open, that I talked with them. Now it was hard for me to get them out the room once I got them started. Like it's time to go to bed now. But
Right.
I made sure that I kept that line of communication open. Talk to them. Listen, if I don't know, I'll find out. But I want you to come to me and not rely on your peers. So to have that strong relationship, it just meant everything. It's like when you're serious about something, like with your life, that's what you focus on. And them 3 boys of mine, now men, they was my everything. I had to make sure, and I even when they became adults, I even came to them and said, if it's something you felt like I didn't do for you when you were growing up, because I want to hear it.
Right.
Because the one thing I never want them to do is like, mommy did this because of mommy did this, because of mommy did that, she didn't do this. Well, let's talk about it. Because again, that's another mental health issue. Why? Because that's something that they have not articulated and talked to me, because it might have been a hurt. There might have been something that went on that I have no recollection of. Right. So when I say communicating, I mean across the board. It hasn't stopped. Like, I still do that with them. And even when you're going through your craziness, I remember my middle son, Aaron, the one that plays basketball. Like, again, I ain't saying me and that father relationship was perfect. He used to get on my nerves sometimes, you know, and when we go to his games, because he was just over the top. And I used to say, and I used to be like, I'm just not going, like, because I can't deal. My son said to me, I think it was his ninth grade year, he was going to Dunbar. And he said, well, Mom, you coming to the game to see me, not my father. That struck a chord. I said,
Right.
you're right. I never missed a game afterwards, unless I was sick. It helped me. He helped me to put things in perspective. I'm woman enough as the mother to say, son, you're right. And that's another thing. I don't do that because I'm your mother and I say so and I can do whatever I want. I learned to set boundaries with my children. That's why a lot of people say, I'm never here to be my children's friends. Well, when they're growing up, you're not supposed to be their friend to a certain degree. Again, there has to be boundaries.
Boundaries, yes.
But me and my children now are friends. But there's still boundaries. They still respect their mother. We still have a nice time together. We joke around, whatever. It does something to me for my children to tell me that I'm their best friend. I was like, girl, you did something right. Wait a minute. So, you know, I just say, Kat, just have a strong foundation and talk to your children. And let me add discipline. And for every action, there is a reaction. And I'm going to tell you why. This world don't care nothing about our children. Nothing.
Right.
And the one thing I always say is I'm going to discipline in my house first before a policeman got smushed my children's face down on the ground and they discipline them later.
Right.
And all forms of discipline does not mean you got to be whacking them and beating them. It's not abuse. You know, you could take things away from them. They can't. Ask Joshua. Joshua didn't cry and missed the many games because he didn't do right. And I said, oh, you won't play. You know why? Because I knew that would hurt him. And he knew not to do it again. So there's consequence for your actions. People have to realize that in every action, there's a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's another thing I have to add, because I hear a lot of parents, they be like, I don't want to beat them. And I know my social worker friends. I know my social worker friends that are probably watching. I understand. Listen, how you doing? I understand that you cannot leave marks and you can't. I get it. I work for the Department of Social Services. I understand all of that. But guess what? You wouldn't see none of my children going into foster care either. Right. Now, I do understand every situation is totally different. But nobody was coming to take my child or my children. And the police ain't picking them up. So with that, I am saying that you have to do what's best for your household. But for my household, the discipline was a big factor when they went to their dads and they went to me. Now, our discipline was different, but it was effective wherever they were. Right. You know, because of course it's hard for mom to be the disciplinary and the nurturer. You know what I'm saying? So to have to wear that hat, you know, it was breaking my heart. But, you know, some things you just had to do.
You just had to do. You know what? And this is free information right here, right now, and neither one of us are experts. I just want to just say that real quick. Neither one of us are experts in the realm of, I don't know, having documentation saying that, you know, I am certified this or that. Experts in experience in life, yes, I'll give it that. And that's what that's the vernacular that Tomeca Parks is sharing from, having experienced some things, but with the knowledge. And everyone, just please remember, with the knowledge that you get, or the wisdom that you get, everybody's situation is different. So no one here is telling you to do 1, 2, 3 and things will turn out this way, that way, or the other. These are just strategies and tips, especially if you're searching and you're looking and you have nothing. You know, these are just some basic informations and strategies or tips to give you to start somewhere, you know, to start and make it how you want it, and how it works for your family. Just as Meek just said, you do it as your family, you know, as what goes over correctly and properly in your household and comfortably with respect and all of those things. Now, I don't think nobody can deny or refute the fact that there are some foundational things that must be. There must be respect. There should be and must be discipline in order to maintain, you know, a respect. And everybody, I just want to throw it out there. And not saying that you didn't say it, Meek, but I'm thinking about one of my other guests who was on, Terry Johnson. We have to also, and in building our children and building our relationships, let them know, and what you're doing as well is allowing them to know that you respect them. I respect. It goes both ways. You don't take anything
Exactly.
away from them, away from the person that they are, that you're trying to, you know, form them to be, you know, being limitless, being great, being strong, because they have to make decisions when they're in school or on the playground, out, you know, playing basketball, playing whatever it is, at whatever sport, or when they're with their peers. We'll just say that when they're outside of the home and they're with their peers, all of the foundational work that you've laid, that's when all of those things come into play. All of those things come into play even when other people are telling them other things. Could be people in authority at school, teachers and counselors, or what have you. All of those things, even other members of your family. So all of that groundwork that you're doing and that foundation that you're laying, it pays off, and the dividends are received when they go out, and you know how they interact with others and things like that. So those were awesome
And
tips.
Can I add something, Kat?
Uh-huh.
So what I also wanted to say, because I was listening to you talk, is that I had an amazing village as well. So when they say it take a village, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a village because we all were on one accord, you know, from family to their coaches, to their teachers. So it takes everybody.
Right.
Now, when you say single parenting, is because when I put my key in that door and we went in, it was just me and them. And what I also forgot to say is that it took a lot of prayer too. Let's be clear. You know, I had people praying for me, and we were praying. I was praying. I had us praying together as a family. And their father was also a praying man. So let me not be remiss and not to say that.
Right.
Because that's also one of the most important things and the component that keep all of that together.
Right.
So yeah.
Absolutely. Look, one of our guests, if you discipline, Kelly Crawford, if you discipline with a spanking, don't do it out of anger. Calm down first. That's a great that's a monumental tip, because other things happen when it's when it is in anger. Other things happen and take place. So That's
Absolutely. Because
definitely
that's when it can turn into abuse.
right. That's when it
Yes.
turns into abuse, and that's when it
That's when
turns
yes.
into whether it's verbal, could be verbal
Right.
or physical, all of
Yes.
those things. So
Yes.
you want to calm down, and then and then discipline. Do your due diligence and calming yourself down so that you can think. Because when you're not calm, I don't know about you, but
Yeah. Yeah.
thinking is
Yeah.
all over the place. Rational thinking, or thinking with the mindset of setting a tone, or meeting in the middle. We're not meeting in the middle. It's over. Everything is over the top. Then everything everything is over the top. Then it's not much you can do about calming down or anything like that. So definitely, and this isn't. We kind of went into like tips for raising kids, all that. But as women, this is what we do. And just like you said, just like you shared about being a nurturer and a disciplinarian, it can be quite difficult, especially when you're doing it alone, and you have to now when you're with someone and you're together, you still have to, there is still some disciplining that has to be done. It's just it's much stricter when you're by yourself.
I can pass it on.
Right. there, there you go. You don't have right. When you're parenting single, there's no passing it along or anything like that. So what one of the great big takeaways that I would like to bring up is, if possible, when you separate, have some kind of if you can come together and have just, the word is escaping me, but just some kind of relationship with the dad, and if you're a dad, with the mom.
Co-parenting.
Yes, co-parenting. It was another word, but if you can try to, and be civil, try to be as civil with one another as possible, so that you can parent. And if that's the goal, not to really like you and share your space and all of that stuff. It's the parenting aspect, because our kids, we got to protect our kids. We have to, nurture them and give them everything that they need, everything within our power to give them, right? Because God gives the rest. Yes, co-parenting. So that's a big takeaway that you shared, like at the beginning, was that you and your son's dad were very good at co-parenting. You were civil with one another, and it got there. Now it might have taken some work and some time, but get there. Go ahead, Nick. What were you gonna say?
That's the one of the things that why I want to help single mothers, is because so you won't have to get there, to that point, whereas though have the mindset of, what, let me do what I have to do for my children.
Yeah.
And if they do, they do. If they don't,
Right.
they don't. Now we already know, as women, we're very emotional. And sometimes, some women can be, they can get enraged. Everybody have their different levels of how
You got
to
that
respond
button.
to issues, right?
Mhm.
So the fact is, you can't make nobody do anything.
Right.
It's unfortunate that you have to have the law, the man, as they say, you make somebody do something that they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But with that, I want to try to encourage, like, let's not put all of our energy into that.
Right.
Because when you try to, it's draining, it's mentally, and it wears even on your body, because that stress, it allows you to be unhealthy. And if you're not there for your children, you think about you being upset with him up now because of this. What if you're not there to take care of your children?
Right.
So that person that you're so upset with, that same person, not knowing if you're even talking about the dad in front of the children, now you've got them scarred. You done got them up. Now, what if something happened to you because you're so stressed?
Right.
Because at the end of the
Right.
day, sometimes as much as we try to keep it away from our children, they can pick it up. And I know this for certain because I don't know if my sons is on here, and I don't want to say which one because they probably are. But one of my sons, when he was 20, we were at one of my other sons for New Year's Eve. We was having a family gathering. And once their dad left, he said to me, he said, "Ma, this was good. This was good." I was like, "What you talking about?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, "You and my father, y'all actually in the same room and I ain't feel no tension." And
Mm-hmm.
I felt like crying because the
Right.
one thing I did not want them to experience, they did anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They experienced it anyway. So if you can be intentional sometimes about your move, how you respond, and exercising true forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times, a lot of people don't know what true forgiveness is. And for a long time, I didn't either. I used to hear all the time and always hear Tyler Perry, the
Right.
forgiveness is for you. And I'm gonna
Right.
be clear, because that's who I hear him saying a lot, watching them
Right.
their plays. And
Mm-hmm. Right.
you know, forgiveness is for you, not the other person. And I would agree, but I never knew what it felt like.
Right. Okay.
So when I knew what true forgiveness was in 2017, it was a weight lifted.
Wow.
So if you want to know what true forgiveness is, the weight will be lifted and you will be tested the next time you see that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because what people don't realize is that that person has a sense of control over you. And you don't even realize it, and they don't even realize how much control they have because they can change your whole attitude by their mere
Mm-hmm.
presence.
Right.
You
Wow.
have one time you be at a cookout sometimes and somebody walk in, you be like, mm. You was doing
Everything
fine.
changed.
You was doing fine until
Mm.
you saw that person. So that's kind of like now I can say knowing how to exercise true forgiveness is because you can feel like it's a weight really lifted off and it's an intentional thing. And it just so happened when I exercised that I was on a plane. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, God, why this is the closest I'm gonna get to you until you call me, until you call me home. I need to be able to forgive my children's father. As we're going to my son's graduation, the one thing we both always wanted for him to graduate from college, I need
Mm-hmm.
you to take away any and everything that I ever had on me, whatever I thought. Now, I ain't never say after that we ain't have disagreements. It's a
Right.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. You can have a disagreement, but it's like you can agree to disagree. There's no hatred.
Right.
There's no nothing held on. So the other thing. All of that just kind of tie in to doing the single parenting thing, knowing how to forgive. And that's with anybody, not even your spouse. That's just with anybody, because
Right.
even right now we're in our last days, right? And I always say this, most people know that my children just lost their dad. I don't know what I have went through had I not had that moment in 2017.
Right. Wow. I'm thankful for it. I know.
I'm
Look.
so thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't I don't know, because you separate, you don't get together to separate. That's for one thing. But then before you come together, when you had a relationship, you had children, you had a family, you were friends, that just don't cut off immediately. Maybe for
Right.
some, not for me.
Mm-hmm.
You just in your separate, your corners. So
Right.
that's true forgiveness is power. You
Yeah.
got to get your power back. And it
Get
makes
your
a big
power
difference.
back.
Get your
Yes.
power back.
Get your
Yes.
power back. And that's like you said, it's for anybody and any and it it doesn't just stay like at your spouse or at your ex-spouse or, at that loved one. It could be your friend, your family member, distant family member, however that should look. But get your power back, because that's power that you give to them. Man, you know what? And we're gonna change gears really quick. I'm so glad. We're gonna change gears really quickly, but before we do, this was just to share and open up so that you guys know what this young lady, this young woman has inside of her. And it's all from life experience. And it's also to let you know that there's no claim of perfection. There's no claim of, I'm there, I'm it. There's none of that is being claimed right now. What it is I've experienced this. I want to help you. If I can help you, I will. If what I've gone through can help in some way, shape, or form. And that is what Chat with Kat and Friends is all about. We're sharing with one another and we're encouraging one another along the way, because we're all doing this thing called life. We're all living, we're all trying to make it and be better. With every hour that we're given, that we're allowed to have, there's time to improve, to get better, to get wiser, to receive from another person in some kind of way, shape, or form, or be the person who gives. Or be the person who gives. So we're going to switch gears really quickly. Thank you so much, Meek, for your transparency. This is what I was talking about, you guys. She's just the willingness of you to just go all in, and there is more. There could be more, but we're going to go ahead and switch gears right now to you are the CEO of Glitzy Glam Gems, right?
Yes.
And tell us about your empire that you're building. Your empire that you're building. And I don't chuckle out of, not coming, but because it is. And the stature that it's in now is growing. And I praise God and thank him for where you've been and where you are now, and the milestones that you have reached, and all of those things. Tell us how we can become consultants. If that is something that we want to do. She is a wonderful mentor to be with. She's a part of a wonderful group, and I'm gonna let you take it after that. Thank you so much. Glitzy Glam Gems, Mika girl.
Yes, Mika girl. Yes. Okay. I am Mika girl, the jewelry lady, where you can get fly for $5. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I am an independent consultant for paparazzi. Okay. I'm sorry, excuse me. So where I show and tell, I don't sell. $5 fabulous jewelry. This direct sales company, it's many out there, but this is the one that works for me. One, because when I get to see the smiles and the light up of women, because women, we love to wear jewelry. Yes. We love to accessorize, and it's affordable. It will not break your pockets. And I'm going to say this real quick. I think Peggy might be on. And it's not always about the jewelry. It's not always about the jewelry. And I'm going to say this. Me and Peggy yesterday was out at Montebello. And when I tell you, we both got so full because of the women that we met yesterday. Just because they came to see what we had to offer. Some bought, some didn't. Everybody that came over was an entrepreneur. They was in the political arena. They were working with youth and children. So it's about empowering again and networking. And that's what paparazzi is. We're a sisterhood and a brotherhood, because guess what? We got our bling kings, right? So men can also be a part of this amazing business, amazing incentives, because you are always being celebrated. I know sometimes we on our jobs, our 9-to-5s, whatever it is, people don't appreciate you until maybe you're there 20 years and they give you a little paper certificate to say thank you.
Right.
right? So every milestone here, you're celebrated not only by the company, but by our direct mentor, which is a
Mm-hmm.
seven-figure earner, Carla Neal
Yes, he
Pierce.
is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sponsor, Peggy,
Yeah.
my sister, like she hasn't reached that seven figure yet. Neither
Yep.
have I. But the example that's
Yep.
being showed, like we're friends, but I respect her as my leader.
Mm-hmm.
I respect her as my mentor. The same, and it's a trickle down effect. So, and even when I hear people talk about um, a pyramid scheme, how is it a pyramid? How is it a scheme? First of all, I don't. I'm not, still not certain about the scheme part
Uh-huh.
because you're looking at it from the wrong perspective.
Exactly.
Because if you look at it, it's the same when you go to your job. It's you, it's your supervisor, right? It's your supervisor. It's the
Mm-hmm.
director. It's the owner. Like it goes up. But guess what? They get paid and you still get your coins,
Right.
right? So that's the same when you're talking about direct marketing. Like I'm not getting that. Carla not getting none of my money. The company is giving me my money. She
Mm-hmm.
ain't no. So Peggy is not getting my money that I made. Paparazzi is giving her my money because I'm a part of an amazing organization, right?
Right.
So it's three ways that you can come in. There's a $99, a $2.99, and a $4.99. If you can only come in at 99, if that's all you can do, that's amazing. But I will tell you this: if you're talking about having a business, them 35 pieces of jewelry that you get is going to go quick, just like that. Because by the
Mm-hmm.
time your family and friends and whatever you decide to keep for yourself is going to be gone.
Right.
Not to add, they give you a free website. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if y'all can see this, but my
Uh-huh.
www.glitzyglamgems.com, you can go onto that website and see a plethora of the accessories that's for $5
Mm-hmm.
and $25. And all the accessories are lead and nickel free.
Yes.
So if you want to be a part of an amazing team, please let me know. You can messenger me. And I also want to tell you that the name of my team is Dreamers.
Yes.
And the reason why I said that because I want a team of women or men that's not afraid to dream again. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we forget when we
That's
become
wonderful.
adults, we
Mm-hmm.
forget to
Good job.
dream,
Yeah.
right? So those big dreams that you had before, you can still have it. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your mind. It's
Right.
dreamers DWF. Dream without fear.
Wow.
Because if you allow that fear to strangle you, your dreams are not going to come to fruition. So when you do come a part of my team, that's one of the things I try to do is to encourage that we all move forward together. Like I
Mm-hmm.
want to take you with me. I don't want to be in front of you. I want us all to go together.
To
Like we
go
have our
together.
convention that's coming up in August. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm so thankful that out of the team that I do have four of my team members that's going with me. I'm so
Mm-hmm.
excited about that so we can have the experience. I don't want to
Together.
just be telling
Mm-hmm.
you about it. I want you
Right.
to feel the camaraderie of all of these women of all nationalities, all disabilities. You have people that's on this paparazzi team that is hearing impaired, that's
Mm-hmm.
disabled. It's just an amazing direct marketing. But even to end on that, I'm just say this again because I
Mm-hmm.
am support of a lot of different, I mean, a lot of women, period. If paparazzi is not what you desire for whatever reason, find that niche, ladies.
Right.
Find your niche. Find what works for you. I don't know about you, but I don't have no fun set up for me for when I get older that I can just sit back and have my pop my feet up and don't have to
Right.
do anything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what my desire and my goal is for my grandchildren. I would like for that to be for my mom. Like, I want to be able to be the first millionaire in my family. And I
Yes.
know it's going to take work, but I want each and every one of you to find that thing that you love. If you love to cook, cook. Sell some dinners. You want to do hair, nails, because the fashion industry is blowing up.
Right.
So if you want to be a part of that, sis, start right now. Whatever it is you got to do. Don't worry about the competition because everybody
Right.
is doing it. This person is doing. Can't nobody bring what you can bring.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this. God has given all of us our own thumbprint. So when you go for the FBI, police, whatever, when they take that fingerprint, why do they take their fingerprint? Because it's unique.
That's unique.
Nobody else has your print. Nobody has what God has designed all up in here. So if you selling
Right.
shirts and somebody else selling shirts, guess what?
Hmm.
Both of y'all sisters is winning because you might have something different than what she might have. So don't be closed mind. Don't compete. Don't compete. Let's work together. It's enough money out here for all of us. So if you
Everybody.
don't want to go on a journey with me with paparazzi, find your niche, sis. Find your niche, brother. Do what you can that'll
Look.
make you happy, where you can build your empire.
That's awesome. Look, let me tell you, that is awesome. If you don't, so what my sis is saying, look, and I'm gonna repeat, if you don't, if paparazzi or direct marketing isn't the way for you, find your niche. It's just all about finding your greatness and doing what makes your soul happy, you're compassionate about, your passion. So thank you so much, Meek, for sharing that. I did write up your www.glitzyglamgems.com. That is the website. You can go on there. On the website, there is somewhere if you like to be a consultant, you can select be a consultant. If you like to purchase your wonderful nickel free, and what's the other one? It's
Lead and nickel
nickel
free.
and lead free
Yes.
jewelry. If you would like to purchase those, there you go. You got a smorgasbord of items to choose from and all of her information, ladies and gentlemen, all of her information, contact information, website, and everything will be posted in this interview on Chat with Kat and Friends with her. With you, you'll see the picture. All of her information will be there. So if you'd like to contact her as far as becoming a consultant, maybe you have questions concerning how you rise up in the tiers that are within paparazzi, or any questions that you have concerning the business, concerning motherhood. Hey, look, this is sisterhood right here. This is sisterhood. So it's like a all in one kind of smorgasbord. So you get a little bit of everything. So I'm so thankful that you were able to stop in with us, Meek, and share with us, drop some wonderful gems on us concerning parenting, concerning sisterhood, concerning your reasons why for starting and everything like that. Thank you so very much. This is what I love. This is what you get. She this is it. This is who you get. She's not a spokesperson. She's not speaking from someone else's story. This is what you get, and this is what Chat with Kat and Friends is all about. Just showing and spotlighting, featuring those of us in our Black community who are doing great and amazing things by and far, and it not with a whole lot of money and all of that. We're right here. We're community members. We're community members. We're brothers and sisters serving in different areas. And I say that in that your family is a part of your legacy. So you're working at home, whatever the case may be, this is the platform for you. So thank you so much. I thank everybody for joining us on tonight. Did you have any look, you guys who you're here. I'm praying that everybody had an opportunity to stay because Mika has some gifts to give So whoever is here, you have some giveaways for us, right? Did you have a number? How many giveaways or prizes?
3. I'm going to do 3, and
Okay.
and I know we're gonna have to get off here quick, but I did want to say this because even on my live, I do go live tonight at 9, and
Okay.
my Mondays are my motivational Monday, and I
Yeah.
want to say this real quick, because this applies to me right now. Our pastor yesterday said something, an illustration he gave yesterday that has been resonating with me all day. And the example that he used was about the cicadas, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
cicadas come out every 17 years. So
Right.
basically, what he was saying is that as we come out, right, rather we got to crawl through or crawl out ourselves, right? We got to move to a new location.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, whatever that location is, it might be in your mind, it might be in
Mm-hmm.
a physical. You got to move to your location. And when
Yeah.
you move there, you make sure you shed
Mm.
whatever it is you need to shed off of your life, your mind, your physical. You might want to lose weight. You want to share your mental because you've been dealing with some things that's not helping you, maybe with the pandemic that's going on, the fears that you have. Shed all of those things that you have, and guess what, in the end, that's when you'll be able to get your wings so you can fly. So
Yes.
just think about that, and it's every 17 years. Can you imagine that? That it's the
Wow.
transformation. So I
Mm-hmm.
think always think about transformation when I talk about butterflies. I love butterflies and
Yes.
the metamorphosis of that. But
Mm-hmm.
when he
So do
used
I.
that as far as the cicadas, like, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're doing now. They're
Right.
shedding their shell, right? You see all these shells all over the place,
All over the
and
place. Uh-huh.
they're going someplace. Next thing you know, they're going to be flying around, and then they're going to be gone again. You know what I'm saying? So let's spread our wings and do the work that we're called to do before it's
Yes.
time for us to sit it down again. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Because you're not going to always have the vibrance that you have today or the situation that you're in right now, but praise God, there will be more and there will be, moments in time. So, and seasons, because this is the season for that. We have
Season.
seasons,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Look, that was a word. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that.
Okay, so for the first prize, the number from 70 to 90.
Okay. You guys playing along? Are there any disqualifiers? Is there any? Are there any? Is there
No,
anyone that does
anybody.
not qualify to play?
No,
Okay.
anybody.
Okay. Let's
And
see.
you're gonna have to tell me because I can't see nothing from
Are
either
you gonna
Facebook.
text me the number? You can text me the number.
I'm gonna just hold the number up
Oh, okay.
if that's okay.
Right. You did say you have numbers. Okay. Okay, you
Right.
guys. Let's see. It is 7:06. I don't have the clock, and I'm not even gonna make the noise, but y'all know that Jeopardy sound.
Do, 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 do,
So, so
do,
say the
do,
number
do.
again. You said the number between
70 and 90.
a number between 70 and 90. I'm trying to write it up real quick. Between 70 and 90.
Yes.
And the person closest is who gets
Right.
the giveaway. Okay.
Yes.
That's the gems. That's the gems. Okay. I see one number up, and let me see. Hold on, me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on because I think all of the I think I am seeing all of the responses, but just in case. Okay. Okay. I don't know why sometimes I can only see one person's.
Yeah, I can't see nobody.
Okay. I see one number so far. So she may be the honorary winner. And I don't see any others. One moment. I'm sorry, you guys. Bear with me, please. I'm trying to pull it up and see everybody, see all of the comments. Okay. Okay. I wrote it in and didn't even put it up. Okay. All right. I see a few numbers. Okay. It's been 3 minutes.
Okay. So we do have somebody though.
What was the number? You gonna hold it up? I see 75, 79, and 82. The number is 71. 71. Raven. So the first gift goes to
Raven. That's my
Raven Smith.
little sis.
Say that again.
That's my little sis.
Okay, awesome.
All right, we got two more. This number is between 40 and 60.
Okay. $40 and $60. Why can't I spell? Hold on. Okay. Okay, the next number is the person who comes the closest. The number range is from 40 to 60.
Yes.
So we'll give a few minutes. We're not going to give quite as long time that we did before.
Right,
Y'all
right.
look, they're like, look, I ain't fooling with you. I'm taking too long. I'm sorry. Okay. So at 7:10, we'll give another minute. Okay.
All right. So that number is. Did anybody put anything up?
I see a number 50 and a number 60. Number 50 and number 60. Oh, wait, and 55.
Oh.
55, 50, and 60. Okay, so the number is 42. It's 42. So the winner is Robin. Looks like Robin Harrison. Yes.
Oh my God, sister.
Robin Harrison is the winner. Yay. Thank you guys so much for participating. You winning your $5 gems tonight.
Right. So one more is from the number 20 to 40.
Last one. Number 20 to 40. To 40. See, that's my problem. Last one number. Okay, so whoever comes closest in the range
from 20 to 40.
20 to 40. Okay.
20 to 40.
Robin said, yay. Congratulations, sis. Congratulations, y'all.
Congratulations, Robinetta.
No, that's the wrong one. I was supposed to put up this right here. Okay. Okay, last one. The numbers between 20 and 24. Okay, we had 34 and we had 35 so far. Is that it?
That's it. I see somebody put 35.
And 34. I'm sorry, I didn't show the numbers the last time, but there we go. 34 and 35.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Once.
No, I just did something. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
All right. Going once.
There we go. Okay.
Once, twice. The number is
23.
23.
The number is 23. Am I saying her name? Am I saying the name right? Ravon or Ravon? Ravon? Raven.
It's
Okay.
Raven. Yeah.
Raven Smith. And I think I said it right the first time. Look at me. Raven is.
She won again?
Yes. Raven wins again.
Okay.
Big winner, big winner.
Yeah, Raven. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I wrote it down too, Kat.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. I wrote it down too.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Look, thank you for the giveaways on tonight. Thank you everybody who participated. Yes. Thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you guys for hanging with us because we are a little bit over time, but it's okay. It's quite all right. If you had to leave and go, then I'm sorry. Next time you wanted to stay so that you can participate in the giveaways. Thank you so much. Raven is the big winner. She won two of the gems. She said she pumped.
I know.
Can you see the comment and put it up? I'm pumped.
I see it now. I see. I know she pumped. She probably called me afterwards or tomorrow.
Okay. This was awesome. Thank you again so much, Meek, for taking the time out to share with us what drives you, because it's life. You like, these are life things that happen, and being a support system is so very important. So I'm so grateful and thankful that you are stepping into your own, that you understand and know your value, that you know that you are wonderful. There's no one like you, and all of those great things. And every one of you that are here, we just want to empower and inspire each and every one of us to, what did you say, as you said near the end, to find your niche and go with the goal words and do what you're going to do. Raven said, do you sell dinners? She said her dinners are starting this weekend. Go girl. She cooks, so she's a cook.
Go ahead, sis. Plug.
Yeah.
Listen, and
do that thing.
Her food is very good. She catered my youngest son's birthday party last month, and we had salmon, and we had Brussels sprouts, and what's them other things called?
Was it a veggie?
Yeah, what's them long things called?
Asparagus.
Asparagus, and we had stuffed salmon and stuffed chicken breast. So
that sounds so wonderful.
I will also put that on my Women of Substance page, and I will share it with you, because this is what it's all about. Supporting and empowering each other. And I'm so big on that. I really am. Definitely, because we can do it without one another, but it's so much easier and it's so much better with people by your side, encouraging you along the way, because there will be those days where you won't feel hey, we have Russ said, hey, Aunt Mika. Hi, Aunt Mika. Hi, baby. That's my nephew. Okay. Yes. So there will be those days when you won't feel like it, and we need one another. We need one another, and that's what this platform is all about as well. It's connecting and just getting together, understanding the value of one another, and knowing that as we value one another, we don't have to diminish one another in any way, shape, or form. It brings value. It's just going up. Value is just increase. Yes, that's all it is. Value is just increase. So you guys support Black businesses. Meek, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Thank you for your giveaways. You are so welcome. Thank you, Queen. You so much. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in every Monday with Miss Chat. Yes. I said with Miss Chat. With Miss Chat that chats every Monday at 6 o'clock, where she have amazing,
Yeah.
amazing people on here. Again, inspiring one another, supporting one another. So support this sister right here. This platform is going to go a whole lot bigger than what it is today, because we all got to start somewhere.
Yay.
So support
Yay.
every Monday. So I know sometimes I come in a little late because I be forgetting. I ain't gonna lie, because Mondays is my live days, so I forget.
Look.
But
Hey.
listen, I'm telling you, those that's on there, just tune in with her. You won't be sorry with the information that you're going to receive, the support and encouragement. Kat, I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too.
All right.
Thank you, Queen.
You have a
Thank
blessed
you, Queen.
evening.
Have a good night. Thank you so
You too.
much.
All right.
See you, meet.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Thank you guys for hanging. We went almost a lot over time, but it's okay. Thank you so much for hanging with us. I pray that you have and enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you're doing. I pray that you do it with the diligence that you have within you. Okay. If you're resting, whatever the case may be, do you know that in the avenue of doing things or getting things done, it doesn't always mean getting things done, not doing things, but getting things done. It doesn't always mean that you're up, you're about, that you're, busy. It just means that you're focused, that you're diligent, that you're disciplining. If you're not disciplined, that you're becoming disciplined, right? And whatever it is that you're trying to aspire to do, or whatever it is that's in your heart, whatever the compassions of your heart is, what's on your mind, that's what all that is. So it's not specifically in being busy, having to be there, having all of these people at you trying to get your attention to do this and that. That's not what it's all about. We can get things done and do things sitting down, making a list, sitting down, making sure you have everything, planned that you want to have planned, making sure that arrangements are being made. That's getting things done. It's not necessarily all vested in getting up, doing and going, and being such a busybody, because we want to make sure that we understand what we're doing, how we're doing, and that we have a plan. So you guys, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and congratulations to the winners on tonight. I see the smiley faces. Thank you. Look, and thank you so much for just contributing, for your interaction on tonight. Join me next Monday. I believe next Monday is Memorial Day. So we're going to skip next Monday, and I'll see you guys the first Monday in June, which is the kickoff for my Father's Day tribute. So that's when I'll see you guys again. Have a blessed evening, a blessed rest of the week. Check me out on Emerge Wellness, my Facebook page, Kat Wilson. Kat Chats 1 is my Instagram page, the YouTube channel, Chat with Kat and Friends. Now, if you just write Chat with Kat, you're going to wind up in another place on another page about some other stuff. Okay, so if you write Chat WCat and Friends, the and sign and Friends, that's where you'll find me. Or if you see the link, just copy and paste the link into your YouTube bar, and the page will pop up. Don't sue me where you wind up somewhere else. But that is my page. That is the channel. Please subscribe. Also, download the Awesome God Radio app, because there's lots going on with Awesome God Radio. You can listen to 24/7 praise and worship. All genres of music is available there. There's several different shows, not just my show, but a lot more shows, and there are more people joining and connecting. So just want to give a great big shout out to all those who are celebrating birthdays. Our girl Sherry's birthday was last week. Any upcoming birthdays, I praise God for your life on today. And I'm going to be out of here because it's almost 7:30, and sister got to eat, and y'all got to do what y'all got to do too. So thank you so much for joining. I will check you guys out later. Have a great Memorial Day, and see you on the first Monday in June for the Father's Day kickoff. My flyer will be floating around, the Father's Day tribute month kickoff, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be wonderful. So I pray that you do stay tuned, that you do subscribe, so that notification, so that you'll get that notification whenever a encouragement video is posted, or the posting of the upcoming shows come about. Have a great night, you guys. I love you so much. You can't do a daggone thing about it. Your potential is endless. I got it going across my little ticker right here. Send referrals for Black businesses to me at trinaw at awesomegodradio.com. Community activists, community advocates, youth. It is open to youth. I do have a couple of youth that I am reaching out to right now. Your potential is endless and ever growing. Your potential is endless and ever growing, and it does not stop unless you stop it. We can be the hindrance in our own self. So may you not be a hindrance to the growth of your potential. Keep on growing, keep on going. I love you. Have a great night. God loves you more, and He loves you best. Have a great night, y'all. Thank you.